like, talk like, looking like a lick. Ain't a last nigga try, find really what the shit saying. All black F and tucked behind the buckle. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Your boy LB with my guy. To me, he need no intro, but this is my guy Terry WROTEN, man. What's good?
What up? What up? What's the deal, man? What's the deal? What's the deal? You already know.
Now, for those that don't know, Terry WROTEN, Mr. CEO of that No Breaks, bruh. So let's break that down so that people know who you is, where you from, and what you do, man.
Man, I'm author Terry WROTEN, or Terry WROTEN, national bestseller author Terry WROTEN, CEO of No Breaks, Los Angeles, management, Terry WROTEN TV on YouTube. You feel me? So I wear a few different hats because I'm just grinding out here, branding and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm Terry WROTEN though, but Terry WROTEN TV, author Terry WROTEN, whatever you want to call me.
Alright, so as far as this author thing, man, let's get to this. How did you get into the book writing? Because I see you on your own. You say you CEO, right?
Yeah, so like with the book publishing, it all came about like, it go back to like, I started off young in the streets, gang banging, trying to get my name in LA in the streets, you feel me? In the low bottoms on the east side, and I ended up, as I'm trying to get my name, I ended up getting locked up at the age of 14 and getting tried as an adult. And I ended up doing 10.5 years. Within that time of gang banging, with that time of my incarceration, I ended up catching a battery on a peace officer, which is a battery on a peace officer. They put you in the SHU, or I went to the SHU, which is a jail inside of a jail. So while I was in the jail inside of the jail, that's like we never came out. It was like 24-hour lockdown, and you come out the shower every other day for 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So within, like I done had nothing in the cell that everybody on mainline got going. So I just started like, I had TV, radio, nothing. So I just started writing my stories like they was my own movies to myself. And within that time frame, that's how my books and all that stuff just started happening. Me being in prison writing, so that's where the books came from.
All right, now hold on. We gotta rewind this real quick. You say you did 10 years in jail, right?
Yeah, 10.5.
And you also just stated you YouTuber.
Yeah.
Publisher, amongst all these other hats that you wear. So what message do you got for them guys who say that they fresh out of jail and they can't do nothing with their life? Because it seems like you made it, bro.
Well, that's not even just for people in jail. I believe anybody, like if I could do it, you could do it. I believe anything you put your mind to, you can do it. If I believe in the universe. What you put into the universe gonna return it to you. So if you think positive results gonna follow. If you think negative results gonna follow. It's just like if I wake up mad, I'm gonna be 9 times 10. I'm gonna put madness into the universe, and madness gonna return back to me. If I wake up mad and be like, man, I don't want to be bothered, and then I tell somebody, man, don't bother me. His reaction, nigga, don't bother me. But if I wake up and put positivity into the universe, that positivity gonna come back to me. If I wake up and tell the next man, brother, you could do it. My man, you could do it. My sister, you could do it. They gonna feel they could do it, and that brother might motivate, man, if I could do it, we could do it together. Come on. So that's the whole thing. First of all, you gotta think it into existence. Anything you do in life, you gotta think it, you gotta seek it, and you gotta go get it. The universe is gonna return it back to you.
Man,
I promise you that.
That's what's up. Now I got another question for you, man, because y'all, as I said, I am a subscriber of your channel, and for those that not, please subscribe to it because he do his interviews often. So you know a lot of artists, you came across a lot of artists. So let me ask you this: what's your take on the state of hip hop right now, man?
Well, like I believe, like the state of hip hop is go through generational changes. So to some it might be bad, to some it might be good. It's to each his own. What I mean by that is like my take on it is that I'm from the West Coast, so I'm used to the gangster rap. I'm used to the Snoop Dogg, the NWA, the Ice Cubes, the gangster rap. Even modern day, like I love Nip right now, no homo, but I love Nip and his movement and what he got going. I even love like the YG and all the different little movements that's going on the West Coast. The state of hip hop, what I don't like is back in the days we used to have what we call the party line. Mm-hmm. And I learned from the party line. The party line used to get online. Used to get your phone. And dial this 181 whatever number, and everybody on the party line. And you trying to crack a girl, but most people used to be on there like I lost a few homies from the party line. You used to be on there gang banging. Oh yeah, well fuck yo, fuck this. And then you look up, a female setting somebody up, or somehow the homie got killed off the party line. Now social media is the new form of the party line. And what I mean by that is, but the party line is the new form. That's why everybody was on it. In social media, everybody on it, and it's a line where everybody can communicate. Back then, the party line was a line that everybody could communicate. So what I'm learning now is within hip hop, they taking the party line theme and people gang banging on each other, as they call it, trolling or doing this, and that's how a lot of people end up dead. So like what I believe in, like the state, it's like the party line era. Like some people might end up dying and stuff like that, but that's in life. So I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know if this just a way people marketing nowadays. I don't know. So like with me being gone, I just sit from the sideline and I just wonder. But like you said, dealing with different artists, it's how them artists take it. My view on it is, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. It matter how you play it.
All right, so let me ask this: if you had your choice, where would you want to see hip hop to go?
Well, right now, hip hop is I believe is where it's gonna be, and what I mean by that is, back in the day, see, I study hip hop. I study everything about hip hop and the culture. Mm-hmm. Back in the days, they said hip hop wasn't gonna last a few years. It wasn't gonna outlast rock. It wasn't gonna outdo rock.
Facts.
That's just a fad for, as they say, the Negroes or the niggas or whatever. That's just something they doing for right now. But in reality, all hip hop is all around the world, every culture, every ethnicity. So that's a good thing. We just, as a community, as a whole, as black people in general, as they say, African Americans, we have to learn what we possess right now. Everybody wants some part of the hip hop culture, as Dame Dash put, what they call it, the culture vultures. Everybody want to be a part of what we got. This is our only culture in America that we got, that we can say we have.
Facts.
Because everything else was stripped from us coming over here on the Mayflower.
Man.
But see, it get deeper than that. But so right now, I believe like hip hop is all we have, if you ask me.
Facts. All right, so let me ask this: what is your take on all the rappers from WAPO to XXX and all the other rappers that a lot of us don't even know or haven't even heard of, but it's on the blog sites that's getting murdered lately, man? What's your take on all this?
Well, then again, you know, like I say, once again, my take on it is like, that's part of hip hop, man. That's part of hip hop. Because you got tribes coming with tribes, and everybody trying to merge, and the male ego is a beast within itself. Everybody want to be macho. Everybody gotta be that dude. Or then the sharks. Then a lot of these rappers don't understand. You gotta pay the sharks. You gotta feed the sharks. So it get deeper than what a lot of people think, and outside looking in. You feel what I'm saying? So what happened is, sometimes, like I say, with XXX, I believe like, man, that's a young dude. He probably didn't understand what is going on. But I wouldn't been in that type star quality. I wouldn't been at no bike shop with bands on me like that by myself. Anybody could recognize you. It get to the hero, little old me, I get recognized walking down, so I be thinking like, dang, I'll be paranoid to go places myself. I don't know if it's from the gang community, I don't know if it's from my books, I don't know if it's from my YouTube, I don't know if it's from my store. So imagine a person who's at star quality, you have to protect yourself. And sometimes protecting yourself is feeding the sharks.
That part.
And a lot of people don't understand that. Same with Jimmy Wapo, but Jimmy Wapo is different. Jimmy Wapo was really in the streets. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So we don't know what he had his goings before the dealings with rap. See, a lot of stuff carry over. You could be living a certain life trying to get on, and then when you get on, that past life come and hunt you.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So we don't know, but as a community, like I said, we gotta expect that. Did you expect Tupac to get killed? Did you expect Biggie to get killed? Nowadays, it's like these is mega stars. These are icons of our culture. But if you don't, things happen, and you never know what, as they say, this person Illuminati or this person, you never know who did what, who played what, because all the sharks out here trying to eat.
All right, man. So with that being said, I got one last question for you before we go, man. What can you tell the young youth that's trying to be rappers, or that's trying to be gangsters, or that's trying to be this, or that's trying to be that? What message can you give them?
Well, like my whole thing, like with the youth is like, I just tell them like, period, point blank, like, whatever you do in life, give it your all. If you want to be a rapper, give it your all. Straight up. If you want to be this gangster, give it your all, because it might sound crazy and it might sound like I'm contradicting what I say when I preach positivity to these kids, but in reality, some kids you can look in their eyes and tell they destined to be a gangster. Some kids you can look in their eyes and tell they going through identity crisis. It come a point in time in a kid life where you can say, oh, that kid just, oh, he want to be a goth today, he want to be a skateboarder tomorrow, he want to be a rapper today, he want to be a basketball. He going through identity crisis, he trying to find himself in life. Them the kids you take in shelter and try to show and steer them, this is the positive. But some kids, it's just, at that point, I had to go. I was that kid that I was destined to be a gangster. I wanted to be a gangster. In my head, I knew I was going to jail. In my head, I knew this is what I stood. This is what I wanted to do. It might sound crazy, and some people might be naive to what I'm saying, but to the principle of it is, all I can do is tell a kid, positive or negative, whatever you do in life, give it your all. I mean, I will expect you to do I will try to show you to do positive, but whatever you do in life, give it your all. If you want to be a rapper, give it your all. Study the game. See the people that's doing it in front of you. It ain't nothing wrong with finding out or asking Master P, how did you do this? You did everything independently. It ain't nothing wrong with Nip going to Master P asking that. It ain't nothing wrong with you going to yourself to Nip and asking that. Because guess what? Everybody, history repeats itself. What your parents did, don't think you're not going to do it some way, form, or fashion, and your kids going to do the same thing. So what happened is, if you got to start studying the people in front of you, the people behind you, and the people around you. And if none of these people are trying to contribute or help you, you go to the next crowd or the next people that can help you. And that's what you do. Just study, and give it your all. Because once you study and then you give it your all, you're going to take the appropriate steps to get to where you're trying to go. And it's going to get done because you put it into the universe.
And there you go, people. Once again, tell them put it into the what?
To the universe, man.
Put it into the universe, man. By yours truly, Terry WROTEN, and the link will be in the description to his YouTube channel, man. And Terry man,
TV, man.
I appreciate the interview, bro. Appreciate the interview.
Thanks for having me on, man.
And there will be more. Me and Terry and a few other artists is trying to put some things together, so y'all stay tuned. But with that being said, LB, for what's the deal? Say it with me, man, and we gone. 200.
Y'all know.
Walk like, talk like, looking like a lick. Ain't a last nigga try, find out really what the shit saying. All black, F, tucked behind the buckle.